Hey everybody, this is the WooFDriver. Just like old times, I'm coming at you live. And unfortunately, I don't know how long this connection is going to hold out. In my area in Maryland, you may have heard we've got a ton of rain, and that's just made some situations worse. Some of the places we go, even some of the towns, unfortunately. So I'm going to turn it to the dogs while I can and let you know that we're hoping to be an awesome adventure, but we're not sure what we're going to find condition-wise. We're in the woods, deep in the woods, and this area is low-lying. Though there's some higher areas, some, I'm not going to call them mountaintops, but some pretty large hills. Still, can be problems with the stream overflowing and flooding it out. We're near the Patapsco River, which just swelled up pretty bad from a recent storm. Here's the Jagster. And I am with all four of the wolf pack today. If you watch me in the past, you know that I've got 4 huskies. The only one that is not 100% husky is the one that looks the most like a husky, and that's Zorro right there. Come on, guys. So I've got the 3 white ones. They're all males except for one. So, come on, Jay. Come on, Jag. Good boy. And we just got a little bit sniffing around, marking an area. And you might hear me the way I talk to the dogs. I'm a little, sometimes authoritative because these are husky. No, Zorro. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Lots of praise always when they do the right thing, of course. But these are huskies, and they're one of the closest breeds to the wolf. So they're pretty dominant and independent. This is a really nice area we're at, folks, because again, it is hidden back in the woods. So it keeps them cool, and there's plenty of access to water as there's streams that meander all through here. The question is how high the stream is. Now, I just checked it in one area, and it didn't look terribly high, but talking to the owner of the property here, he told me he's never seen it like this. Come on, Zorro. Where it's just eroded some areas is what he was referring to. Princess, no. Good girl. Come on, Princess. Good girl. Chase. Good boy. And what's happening is, Princess, good girl. There's a hierarchy with the wolf pack, and for that matter, with all dogs. That's how their ancestors were the wolves, and that's helped them live together. So there's an alpha, there's a beta, all the wolves are dogs in between. And what you need to do, hey Cheryl, how are you? Great to see you. It's been a little while since I've been on, mainly because we were populating the channel so much with our shows that it was actually working in a negative manner. Facebook has their own way of doing things, and they give you less reach of an audience sometimes the more you post. So that precluded the normal fans, the people that are our everyday people, from seeing all the broadcasts we were doing and everything else. Good girl, Princess. And we're just getting it back into shape, so hopefully I can get on there more often. Folks, we have the other people that do the broadcasting, because WooFDriver, I'm all about a celebration of dogs. And all the messaging I can put out there and all the opportunities I can put out there for everybody to share their love of dogs and teach what they know about dogs, and sometimes it's just sharing the fun they have with their dogs, is what I'm all about. So people say, why do you have the other shows there? It's, you know, really an opportunity, and a lot of pretty much everything of what everyone says on the channel are my thoughts and feelings. I mean, they have their own way of doing things. We got it real deep here, folks. So excuse me for one sec. Easy, guys. I'm gonna have to cruise this in high gear. Whoa. So we're going to notice some erosion as we go through here, and I'm going to have to pay special attention to everything. But basically what it is it's the opportunity to express ourselves and the love for dogs we have, and also to celebrate them and to teach others around the world all about them. People that don't have dogs or don't know all the goodies of what dogs have to offer. And I'm just watching them because they're taking a bathroom break, which is good. The problem I'm going to have is the ground is a little soft here from all the wet conditions we've had, as I was alluding to earlier. Come on, guys. So I might have a tough time getting up certain hills and access in certain areas that I normally go, but we'll see how that plays out. And there could be trees down. Come on, Chase. Come on, good boy. Cheryl knows that Chase likes to chew his harness, but out here he's got no harness on. He does have a GPS collar, and that's how I kind of keep track of everybody, know where they're at. I try not to let them get out of sight, but you know, a corner can be as close as 5 feet away, and they could wind up going on the corner. That's my phone, as you can see here. Got 30 things going on. Come on, guys. But you're more important than my phone call, so I'm going to stick with the audience. How about them apples? For those of you who don't know, I call this free ranging. And free ranging is where simply the dogs are off leash, roaming on properties that I have arrangements with the owners or the property operators, where I can take the dogs there off leash and it's totally legal, and I won't have to contend with other people or other dogs that I don't know. So that's the biggest problem when we go to areas. First of all, there's leash laws, which we have to obey. And then you get the fact of other dogs can be involved, and you can have spiffs and little confrontations that are all can be problematic. So I'm always leery when we get a bunch of dogs off leash that I don't know. Now, when there's trained dogs and I know the trainers or I know the handlers or the owners, then I'm all good with it. And everybody's got control. Everybody knows what we're playing with, what we're dealing with. Because dogs, again, they have their hierarchy, and they're always trying to maintain that or establish that with new dogs and with the existing dogs, even in a known pack. Hey, guys! Don't know where we're at down here. It's a little unknown after all the erosion, and I just want to check it out. So, looks fine. Actually, the stream looks kind of low. So, all good there. I'll show you Zorro. That's over in a caved area. It's pretty cool, actually. He's getting a little drink of water. And, who's that over there? That is probably Jag. That might be Princess. Let's see. Princess, if you know anything about about the dogs, my dogs, you'll know they look very similar. I'm going to actually get out and give you a chance. Now, it looks like it might rain here, folks, which is no problem. We're close to the truck. We can always get in. I'm going to try to give you a view. Wow, this is really low. So it's unusual. You never know what a storm's going to do to an area. So you can see the dogs kind of in the ravine. That's actually Princess there. So that was Jag up there. Oh, look at her. Did you just see her go under that? That is so awesome, folks. Let's see if Chase will do it. She's one of the more confident of the wolf pack. She's the eldest, so she's got the experience. And she just went under that like that was nobody's business. That was really cool. And she actually felt the pressure on her back. Here comes Chase. Chase isn't going to go up there. Now, Chase can climb better than Princess because of her age, but... Well, you wouldn't know that by where she's at now. She's climbing all through the stream. But this hill's pretty much vertical, which I'm pointing at here. That Chase just came up, and you can see Jag meandering through. See, Princess is. I had to teach her in some ways. I mean, dogs will always find the path of least resistance, which means, you know, instead of going around a field, they'll cut through the field. Here comes Zorro. Oh, Zorro went over it. See, Zorro's a little more limber than Princess too. He just jumped right over that same down tree. So, but sometimes they'll get in an area where they're like they are now, and Princess, who couldn't make it up this steep hill because of her age, mostly, Princess, no, good girl, might be looking for, oh, look at Jag, this is so cute, might be looking, oh, look at the two of them, folks, you got, yeah, Jag and Chase, now look at Zorro, right up the hill. And that would be a little more challenging for Princess. Okay, we got a little bit of activity here. They want to play. Jag, good boy. Jag wants to play. And that's why he's being a little... Princess. And if I lose reception, folks, I see my... Easy, guys. I see my antenna. No, good boy. And that's okay what he's doing. That's actually encouraged. I just, want to try to get out of here while I still have reception. I see my reception is minimalizing, and I want to keep the feed alive because I haven't been on for a while, as I said. Come on. No. Princess, no. Princess. Jag. Princess. No, 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 no. Good boys. Good boys. Sometimes when you get in tight areas, that's where dogs you can have problems with the bickering and the conflict because they're territorial. Free. Good boys. And Jag and Chase want to play, and Princess is the mama of the pack. And she's going to be like, now, kids, we're not going to have any of that. Chase and Jag are men now. They're 6 years old. But Princess, she still is the ruler of the pack. Come on, Chase. Good boy. Now Chase, because Jag's a little more playful than Chase is now, Chase is going to hang with me. Just hearing some equipment in the background, checking it out, folks. Chase is going to hang with me. This is what he does. Come on, good boy. So most people tell me, well, how do you get your dog? No, Jag. Jag. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Good boys. How do you get them to not run off? Well, I got a problem. I can't get them to run anywhere. Look at Chase. He's playing it right in front of me. That's just because of the dynamics, what's going on with Jag. And this is all in good fun. It's just wolf driving the wolf pack. That's what that's all about, managing the behaviors and how they interact with each other. Remember, because we're in a wild environment, for lack of a better description, folks, they're going to be a little more like wild animals. Even though they're trained and under my control, they still have a lot of the wild instincts that come out in them when they see wild animals, when they get in territorial situations. I mean, they will actually hunt like a real wolf pack, and I've seen them do this. I've seen them do it. It's very impressive because what they'll do, for instance, in a cornfield where you can't really see the ground, one of them, or sometimes two of them, will go in there and flush out any animals that may be there while their pack mates wait on the other side for the animal to come flying out, because they think that the dog is hunting them, but the dog is actually chasing them into the other dogs that are waiting. Kind of sneaky, but that's the way a wolf pack would hunt, and they have those same qualities. Again, almost all dogs have those prey instinctual drives and qualities. Come on, guys. Come on, Chase. But certain breeds are more prey driven, like the husky here. And you can use that totally to your advantage when training them. It's a good thing, but you have to know how to handle it when you come into confrontational, possible prey situations, because it happens fairly frequently when we're out here on the trails, and that's my specialty. And sometimes it's unavoidable. I mean, an animal will show up on us, and they know, the wolf pack knows, my dogs know how to. No. Good boy. Come on, Jag. Jag. Good boy. Because it's, I'm gonna limit their play around here. No. Jag. Good boy. I'm gonna limit their play because it's wet and because I'm not moving as good here, so I can't always. Boy, can't get to where I want to direct it how I want it to go. So when they're with me, they're fine. You can hear them, can't you? And this is all good. It's all great socialization. And I let them play to their heart's content. The only problem, as I'm saying, is we're out here, and this place is a little under distress because of the condition it's in, as well as the dogs. Princess and Zorro don't get as much involved with this, so they're going to be more concerned about it. And that can lead to confrontation. So, well, they're here with me, it's okay. But what can happen is if one of the dogs, like Princess or Zorro, gets knocked by accident, especially Princess, because she's alpha, then she could respond, and that can lead to a confrontation. Come on, guys. Jag, no. Good boy. Good boy. See how he responded? Now hold, Jag. No. Come on, Jag. Good boy. Jag. No. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Boy, just gotta. Come on, Jag. Good boy. Just gotta keep. Come on, Jaggy. Jag. I call Jag the prankster because Jag will get you when you least expect it. And you know, you see Chase is with me. He's trying to have a little bit of temperament, so he doesn't get. He doesn't want to mix it up as much with Jag. He really does, but you should see him when he gets in the situation where he wants to be. He'll do the same thing to Zorro, Chase will. And this is again not a fighting scene at all. They'll never draw blood like this. And if it's too much for Chase, then I will put an end to it. But it's definitely not too much for Chase. The only one ever be too much for is Gigi because she's too small. And Princess, when she's had enough of it, she puts an end to it too. Come on, guys. If you have any questions, folks, I'm going to try to read them. Good to see you again, Cheryl. And hi from, Sherry says hi from Florida. All right. I can't read. Somewhere Springs out of Florida. Hey, Judy's with us. How are you, Judy? What type of dogs are they? These are Huskies. And one of them's got a little Malamute in him. He's the dark one. All the white ones are all 100% Husky. And the dark one has about 40% of Malamute. The rest is Husky. So a Malamute's got typically a bigger head than a Husky and a bigger frame. And that's what you can see with Zorro. He's got a Husky type, Malamute type head. Big head. So I'm going to see where we're going because this is all totally, I was going to say totally eroded, but actually it's not. This part's okay. Just cruising through. So these are some really cool woods. This is about 80 acres I have access to here, folks. And Jag, good boy. Jag just went up the hill. Now see, Chase, he's provoking Jag. I told you. Frickin' Frack, I call him too, folks. We got a lot of names for these dogs. Come on, guys. Good boys. Good boys. Come on. Good boys. Come on, guys. And sometimes when they wait for me, they're keying off of my direction. Now, if someone picks up on some prey, they'll key off of that dog, which is usually Chase. But they're always looking to me for the direction. And if I stop, they're pretty much going to stop, which is the way they're supposed to be trained. But sometimes I want them to go, and that's only done by me getting out there and going. It's like if you've ever had the unfortunate experience, if your dog ever runs away from you. Good boys. They say, turn around, and I say it too, go in the opposite direction. Now you're trusting fate a little bit there because you're leaving your dog, but 9 out of 10 times the dog will turn around and come with you because they want to be where you're at. Hey guys, easy, easy, Chase, Zorro, Jag, here. Good boys. Now this is really thick, folks. I might lose you. We're in the thicket here. Thick of the woods. Come on, guys. Come on, Princess. Princess, no. Good girl. Jag. Good boy. Oh, I still have a connection. How about them? How about them apples? Come on, Zorro. Jag's down there. Oh, did he find a branch to play with? Good boy. Now, some great interactions right now with Chase and Princess. Chase and Princess are the most likely to be at odds, and that's because Chase, when he was a little boy, a little puppy, Princess would boss him around, not in a aggressive manner, just in a more of a motherly type manner, and he doesn't like that anymore. When he got to be old enough, he said, "Hey, I'm not dealing like that anymore. Easy, guys." So what he did was he tells her, "I'm not going to have that anymore, and I'm not a little boy, I'm a puppy." Now, I don't love them because it's so muddy there. They love running in the mud trenches, and it's perfectly fine for them. But what I'm doing is I'm on higher ground, folks. I've got them in view, and even if I didn't, they know where we're going. It might be a little changed. As I said, the erosion might have changed the lay of the land a little, but I'm going to should be able to stick to our basic area. Come on, guys. Good boys and good. See how they were waiting for me. Come on. Princess. Good girl. Come on. Chase is on the scent. Come on, guys. See, Chase is. So there's that little dynamic with Chase and Princess. And I just keep them in check. No, no. Here, Jag. Jag, good boy. I just keep them in check by using my voice, verbal commands. And on the collar, there's a tone, it's an audio tone, which I can give them commands. Oh, I thought we were getting stuck, folks. Stay. I'm gonna leave it right here so we don't get stuck. Stay, guys. And I'm gonna show you the wolf pack in the, how cool was that, folks? So they're in the stream there, all four of them. Azara's a little dark, you can't see them as well. And it's really not too warm out. A little humid, but not terrible, not like last week. Last week was brutal. We've got temperatures right now, probably in the mid-80s, a typical summer day here in Baltimore, with lower humidity than it's been, but it's still humid, still sticky. So we ran yesterday. They did about 5 miles, free ranging, at one of the farm areas we go. And again, we've been a little limited on broadcast. Plus, we've been doing other stuff all throughout my WooFDriver network of channels and social media outlets, etc. Look at Princess. So cool. Chase. Good boy. And I'm about to unleash, no pun intended, a website that's actually going to give everybody and access to all my social media outlets, so you can always keep up with WooFDriver, what's going on, because I know sometimes people miss it, and I feel so loved. I really appreciate all the good accolades and good words everybody says and good feelings. I love it. Can't get enough of it, especially for the dogs. It makes me feel good, but it makes me feel better when I know I'm having a little impact, you know, rubbing off on people a little bit, learning something from me, taking something away from what we do and what the people on the WooFDriver page do. I love it. So that's Chase and Jag down there in the water. This water is actually not real muddy. And again, I mean, there was mega rain. If you saw, there's a place in Ellicott City, which is only about 10 miles from here, if that got washed out totally. I mean, it was probably one of the most devastating floods they've ever had there. And this was just Saturday night, folks. So that's really crazy. This place, as again, it's in close proximity of Ellicott City. You might have seen Ellicott City, Maryland, in the national news for that. And again, that's the Patapsco River. There's Princess. She's getting her little. See, they love that. Those are ferns, which ferns probably grow all over the country, but there's a lot of them in this area. They're beautiful. I've actually planted some in my house. I love ferns. They're a woodland type plant that is definitely native around here in Maryland, and I'm thinking all over the country. Now, we got beautiful skies above. I looked like I was going to pour about 10 minutes ago, and a typical summer day. Now it's sunny and looks really nice. Jag. So we take our time through here, let the dogs get their sniffs in, especially in the summer months. Again, I move along at the dog's pace, so pretty much whatever they want to do, I do. And when we get out here in the winter, you can go and see some of my videos, folks. When we're out here in the winter, this is would be like a blur. I hope I find a good way to mount the camera without it being bumpy, because in the winter we're going so fast through these areas that it's awesome, and a lot of them are frozen. And as you can see, the streams are, as they are right now, they're pretty shallow, but they're pretty shallow in the winter too. So a little bit of ice there, you know, if the dogs break through, it doesn't hurt them. It's not like it's a pond or somewhere that could be deep. And you can hear the birds singing. I hear a truck. We're if you can imagine, I used to ski a lot in Colorado, but hey guys, Jag, no. Good boy. I just saw him moving quick, and I was worried that there was it would be a small animal in the stream, but worried there was something there. I'm talking like a snake or something, so I was just calling his name, letting him know the pack daddy is in the house. So some of these areas are called bowls for lack of a better term. They actually call them the back bowls of Vail, Colorado. And there are areas where you ski. I'm trying to give you a view of the dogs, folks. They're in the woods there. There are areas where you ski and there's no way out because it's surrounded by a mountain, and you ski the bottom and the chairlift's got to take you to the top of the mountain where you access the other side of the mountain where there's civilization, again, for lack of a better description. So this is kind of like one of those areas. We're back almost in a bowl type effect, which is good because we're sheltered from cars and sounds of the street for the most part and busy areas. Watch Jag. He's about to do his little run here. Hey, Zorro. Jag, no, Jag. Good boy, good boy, good boy. He was getting ready to pounce Shay, so he still might do it, but. I'm going to get in the vehicle. Again, if I lose you folks, it's because I'm really headed to an area that I know is going to be really hard reception. But if I go through it fast enough, sometimes it doesn't drop signal. No, Jag. Good boy. Jag. Good boy. No, Jag. Good boy. Now, what happens is, folks, I'll tell you exactly what happens, especially with Jag. Come on. No, Jag. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Jag will get electrified, for lack of a better term, by the cold water. He'll get really excited by it. It'll pull him down so much that he wants to, he flips out pretty much. So, you know they're more active, of course. Cold. Come on, guys. Boy. And that coldness is like, well, the water's pretty warm here, but relatively speaking, it still cools him down, and he just gets all excited. It charges him up. And they're running through the woods, folks. Princess, princess, here, princess. Good girl. Just didn't want her to get mixed up with that. And what happens is they're going to shortcut me a little bit because of the way we're going today. It's all good. Oh, actually, this is really wet back here. Okay, so we're back in on the run. Zorro, good boy. Have to slow him down a little bit because easy, guys. Zorro. And you can hear me get really loud because I like to let the wild animals know that we are in the house. So in case they don't smell us, because they're got their own defenses going on and worry about other predators such as coyotes and whatnot. So they're already pretty prepared, but in case we would catch them, I would let them know. Oh! Good boys. Let them just slow down. I'm not calling them to me, folks. Easy, Zorro. Zorro. Just saying their names loud, so again, other potential animals on the trail concede to us. Easy, guys. Now, if we did see, Chase. If we did see an animal, I would call them to me to avoid a confrontation. Sometimes, though, the animal jumps out and there's nothing I can do and they can have a confrontation with them. I can get them to release the animal. They'll grab, ho! Easy. I can get them to release the animal, but, you know, that could be a problem in itself. And there's